So AI is absolutely everywhere. But here's the crazy thing. For most companies, it's this huge investment that's just not paying off. It's a real puzzle. So in this explainer, we're going to break down this AI paradox, figure out what's really going on, and, what the winners are doing so differently. Okay, first, let's just get a handle on the scale of this. According to a huge global survey from McKinsey, a staggering 88% of companies are now using AI in at least one part of their business. Get this, that is almost 9 out of every 10 companies. So AI adoption isn't some future thing, it's happening right now. Which, brings us to the big, obvious question. If AI is that widespread, you'd think we'd be seeing massive profits and changes across the board, right? Well, the reality is a lot messier. And here's the flip side of that paradox. Only 39%, just 39% of those same companies are seeing any real impact on their earnings. So you have all this adoption, all this investment, but the vast majority of businesses just aren't seeing the financial return. That is the core mystery we need to solve. All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to diagnose what we're calling the great AI stall. Then we'll look at an area where AI is actually working wonders, customer service. After that, we'll unpack the playbook of the top performers, tackle the super important ethical maze, and finally, look ahead to the future with hybrid intelligence. So what is causing this major disconnect? Well, it seems like most companies are just hitting a wall. They get started with AI, but they can never quite manage to scale it up in a way that really changes the game. And that's often because they lack a clear strategy, the right talent, or hey, maybe they just underestimated how complicated this stuff really is. And wow, this chart right here really tells the story. You can see that if you add it up, a combined 62%, that's almost 2/3 of companies, are stuck in either the experimenting or the piloting phase. I mean, they're dabbling, they're running tests, but they're not weaving AI into the fabric of their business. And that tiny little 7% slice at the top, well, those are the ones who have actually scaled it up. And believe me, they are the ones reaping all the rewards. Okay, so to really understand what is working, let's zoom in on the one place where this AI revolution is crystal clear to pretty much all of us. Customer service. This is where the jump from old tech to new AI is just night and day. We've all been there, right? Dealing with that frustrating chatbot on the left. It's basically a search bar that can't handle a real question. But these new generative AI agents, totally different beast. They don't just follow some rigid script. They actually understand you, they can reason, and they can act. They don't just send you a link, they solve your problem. Let me make that real for you. Let's say you need to change a delivery. An AI agent can understand what you're asking in plain English, dive into the company's internal systems to find your order, actually perform the action of rescheduling it, and then circle back to confirm it with you. See? It's a whole autonomous process that actually gets the job done, way beyond just spitting back a canned reply. So we've seen how powerful this tech can be, but that brings us back to the question, why are so few companies actually getting value from it? Well, the secret lies in the playbook used by what McKinsey calls AI high performers, that top 6% of companies that are absolutely crushing it. And this quote right here gets to the heart of it. It's about the mindset. The top performers aren't just looking to trim a little cost here or automate a task there. No, they're using AI to completely reimagine how their business works from the ground up. This chart shows you that mindset in the data. Look, everybody wants to be more efficient. That's a given. The bars are almost identical. But then look at the huge gaps for growth and innovation. The high performers are just as focused on using AI to build new things and find new customers as they are on saving a buck. Everyone else, they're just leaving all that potential on the table. So what are they actually doing? Well, for starters, half of them are aiming for a total transformation, not just tiny changes. They're nearly 3 times more likely to redesign their entire workflows around what AI now makes possible. Their top leaders are 3 times more likely to be true champions of these projects. They invest serious cash. Almost 5 times more of their digital budget is going to AI. And this might be the most important part, they are way more likely to keep a human in the loop to check and guide the AI's work. It's a completely different way of doing things. Okay, but as companies really start to scale up their AI, it's not just a tech problem or a money problem. It's an ethics problem. And getting this part wrong doesn't just create issues, it can absolutely destroy the trust you have with your customers in a heartbeat. So there are a few rules you just can't break here. You have to be transparent, tell people when they're talking to an AI, you have to constantly fight against algorithmic bias to make sure things are fair, you have to guard customer data like it's gold, and, this is critical, you always need to give people an easy way out to talk to a real person. And this isn't just some theory, you know? AI systems learn from the data we feed them. And if our data has historical biases baked into it, the AI can take those biases and amplify them on a massive scale. For example, one AI lending platform was found to be discriminating against people just based on the college they went to. This is exactly why you have to be testing for fairness all the time. So, how do we pull all this together? How do we navigate this new world? Well, the answer isn't about AI replacing humans. It's about creating a powerful partnership between the two. This quote from Bryce Hall at McKinsey just nails it. The real value, the real magic, happens when you get what he calls hybrid intelligence. Think of it as combining the incredible speed and data crunching power of AI with the nuance, the empathy, and the complex judgment that, for now, only a human can bring. It's truly the best of both worlds. And this is what that future actually looks like. We're not just talking about an AI that understands the words a customer types. We're talking about an AI that combines that text analysis with voice analysis, listening to tone, to pitch, to get a much deeper read on a customer's emotional state. It's the difference between knowing what someone says and truly understanding how they feel. So really, the big takeaway is clear. The technology itself is evolving to combine raw data with a more human-like understanding. And the real question for all of us, as leaders, as employees, and as customers, is whether we're evolving our own skills, our strategies, and our thinking to keep up.